Hey, what the fuck is up? Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You may notice, Anna, things look a little different. You are correct. My PlayStation is not working. So therefore, welcome to my office. We're going to try some PC gaming on my Mac, so it's not like I can do anything crazy. But today we are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I've been wanting to play this game for a while, so I, for one, am very excited about this. The piano fucks. I hate to say it, but the piano fucks. Okay, so my initial thoughts, alright? We've got girl on the left. I like her little bow, but honestly, I don't like her vibes. For now. This is all just on appearance. Middle left, I love the purple going on. She's giving like shy girl, and I'm like, not sure how I feel about that. Middle right, however, that's my kind of girl. We've got pink hair with the pigtails. She's got sass, I can tell. And I love it. Now, girl on the right is giving like main girl energy, and I'm like, I don't know how much I'm into that. And also it like bothers me because the middle ones, their eye color matches their hair, but then on the far ones they have like natural hair and natural eye color, and like I don't know. And also, like, girl, button up your fucking blazer. Come on, like, school uniform. Let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm sorry. I wish I could know what the sound's gonna be like. Do I really want my real name for this? I'm like kind of scared. I'm gonna regret this. I feel like I'm gonna regret. Hannah Montana moment. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh, okay. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Of course, it's the one that I didn't like very much. Alright, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, whatever, girl. I overslept again. Well, fucking stop. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, I don't like having my name behind what this person is saying, actually, because I just know it's gonna be some fucked shit at some point. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Anna. Fuck off. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. Sorry, that's just what I imagined she did. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I was right, literally. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Anna, have you decided on a club to join yet? Decisions are hard. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Why not, by the way? I haven't been looking either. Okay, chat, do I suck? Be honest. Am I a bad person? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I suck. So Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, I suck. I suck. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about you, I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What does that mean? You trust me, right? Girl, I don't trust you. Fuck, I don't even trust myself. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. If it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? What a weird thing to say about someone. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. You can tell this character was written by a man, I fear. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Okay, damn. We don't even get the entire school day at all? After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Ugh, me too, King. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, please, I don't want to go. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Well, you can leave. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Okay, bitch, don't call me a meanie. I'm just keeping it real. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Oh, I'm a bad person. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. And I already know Girl on the Right was the one who made the club. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I hope I'm pronouncing this stuff right. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Yes, let's go. She manipulated the fuck out of me. I'm a victim. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Hey, why is it silent? Why is it silent? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh god, I don't even know how to do their voices yet because I don't know. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Anna, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. These bitches are crazy. Anyways, all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I don't want to be a man. Free me. Free me, someone. Okay, from first glance, girl on the right's gonna be nice, middle's gonna be sassy and mean, left is the leader. That's what I'm guessing. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. I'm sassy, and I'm gonna make it a challenge for you to get me. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, I'm pronouncing that wrong, is one I don't recognize. You know what? I'm gonna pronounce it wrong the whole entire gameplay, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, I don't recognize her. Okay. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Okay. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. She knows how to bake. I already feel like I know what path I want to go down. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yeah, she's the shy girl. I fucking knew it. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Hey. And it sounds like you already know... Is it Monica? Is it Monica or is it Monica? Monica. So I was right on my initial. Okay. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Anna. Monica smiles sweetly. Why is she bending over to smile sweetly? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. She's just giving like leader, main character energy. Yep, Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh my god, he's a fucking simp. Come sit down, Anna. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Why? Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Everyone's excited. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats? Oh, so she's an artist. She's a fucking baker artist. Well, I'm locked in. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. So this is like her thing that she loves, but otherwise she's like kind of like sassy and okay. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Yeah, I don't like this girl. I'm sorry. We can be friends. We're childhood friends. We can just stay that way. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Oh my god, girl. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, we're flirting. We're flirting. Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Oh my god, we're flirting. We're flirting. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Weird logic, she's flirting with me. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. She's got trauma. She's got trauma, I just know it. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I've never read a book before. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Wait, what's insulting about that? Shouldn't you all want to impress me? I meant that, you know, I believe you. Why am I pulling moves on every single one of them? Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Guys, so, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. I've never read before. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed that you don't know how to read. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Of course it is, girl. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? That is a good question. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing, that's debate, about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. You know what? Hell yeah, girl. Hell yeah. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Damn. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. All interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Hey guys, they're gonna sacrifice me. I'm gonna be sacrificed, aren't I? Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Anna, what kinds of things do you like to read? I got picture books? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. My character sucks. I mutter quietly to myself. Natsuki's head. Wait. Is manga? How do you pronounce it? Guys, I don't know the culture. But is this actually gonna get me somewhere? Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Am I a simp? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay, so Yuri knows what the fuck she's talking about. That level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Hey, you know what, Yuri? Represent. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. What kind of elements? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. And I read a horror book once. Oh wait, I said that. That I read a horror book once. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. So, I'm a bad person and I'm stupid. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. Oh, dude. She's gonna sacrifice me. She's gonna sacrifice me. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting, so of course I took it and I read it without your permission. That's crazy. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. I'm on her side. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you. Oh, condescending much? Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Oh, not a very confident writer yet? I can change you. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Is this the first day of the club, I'm guessing? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She's shy. She's different. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Okay, kind of a cool idea. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That's a good leadership idea. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. I'm actually agreeing with the basic ones right now. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Anna? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Who else will they have for the blood sacrifice? But, I'm sorry, I thought... Don't say my name. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How fucking pathetic. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. So it took no convincing. Oh, come on, brother. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Whoa, personal space, I have a bubble. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Haha, I'm fucked. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Oh my god, we've got homework. What happened to my anime and video games? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. I wish I could like make some more choices, maybe. Monika looks over at me once more. Anna, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. What if I just did all of his voice acting as just like completely disgusted with these girls? Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I don't have any skills. Sorry. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Anna, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Fine. That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh. Okay. 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 I'm stressed. Fuck shopping. Do I go like the sad boy route? Flower. Sad boy would definitely be a flower grows with determination. Because of love. I should go with sadness. And because of love and tragedy. And raindrops. And it's a why do I want to pick that just in case? It's a journey. And there's disaster. But there's also adventure. And it's a whirlwind. And sorry guys. And also I'll pick feather just cause what the fuck. Eternity. Me. Anxiety and sparkle and dazzle and parfait. And also, but there's also scars. And also, there are fireflies. But don't forget time. And also, don't forget fireworks. And also, strawberry. And you know what? Yeah. Fucking destiny. Yeah. I meant what I said. I meant it all. Hi again, Anna. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Well, shit. Here we go again. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Anna. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Anna always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Why am I cleaning her room? Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Why are you jealous? You jealous? It's not what you think it is. I can tell you that. I might be a little jealous. Girl. It's not, no, I'm telling you. Like it's nothing. Like there's literally nothing going on. How come? You and Anna can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. What? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Girl, fucking... I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation? I wish I could pick text choices. Hey, don't worry about it. I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't know how to read. Fuck. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Even if you don't know how to read, there's plenty of pictures. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Okay, so Yuri's really into me. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not knowing how to read? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this, once I learn how to read. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. But I really want to bother someone. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself? Wait, by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. That and I still don't know how. I could probably fall asleep right now. You're not safe. You're not safe. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh my god, he's literally like, she's just so fucking stupid. I can't believe she has thoughts. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, guess we could... Cupcakes! Ahaha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Yeah, just fucking volunteer her. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then, you silly, silly girl. I'm hungry. Dude, are they gonna like become cannibals? I don't know. I just know that something bad, it gets bad. I just don't know how. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. A dumb, dumb girl. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her dumb, dumb, stupid little girl naive eyes. Oh, Jesus. Hey. Hey. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. I was just thinking about consuming your soul. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. I'm not. Like, don't tell her I'm a fucking dweeb. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. So, like, we have something going back and forth for sure. And then Yuri's flirting with me, like, giving me a thoughtful book. And then Natsuki was definitely flirting with me. The only one who hasn't really flirted with me has been Monika. And that seems to be the one that my guy, like, wants. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time, Missy? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. No, I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. What? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? God, they are writing her character in a way. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. You look horrible. I run my fingertips down the sides of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. I am flirting! Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. I did say that. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? I'm a dick. I'm a bad person. I'm mean. This is supposed to be my best friend. That's super mean. Punch me in the face or something. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Ew, get your hands off of her. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Uh-huh. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. Imagine saying the word sigh out loud. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Sayori, you might have a point. Sayori, you might be onto something. You might. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. You're scaring the hose away. Hey, so is this gonna be like they like get jealous of each other? No. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Fuck. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Anna, I can't wait to read yours. I picked random words, I fear. Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Why does he stutter every time he's talking to her? I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I'm a boy. Boys don't write poetry. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf. Yeah, that tracks. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I don't think she's gonna like it. I don't think she's gonna like it. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? Yes. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. I mainly just wanted to hear hers. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Your poem sucks ass. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Bars? Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I get it. I get what the message was. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, I can make the thing go away. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, less shitty than I thought. Hers is gonna be beautiful, and mine's an ass, and she's gonna be like... So every single one of them hated it. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Bitch! Sorry, that was mean. I don't mean to say that to you. Just tell me. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost, under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Yeah, this is exactly what I expected. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, girl, I'm still teaching myself how to read. We're in the beginning stages. I started yesterday. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Oh, that's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Anna, you stupid dumb idiot. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Oh, Jesus. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I don't think very often. That's impressive. Impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. But I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. None of them are gonna like it. Hi, Anna. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind, but I have never had an idea in my life. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. That's actually so fair and true and reasonable. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really, dog. Not really. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Anna. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. She's the one that likes it? It makes me think of something Sayori would like. No. No, please. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Couldn't be more different. In fact, we have nothing in common, especially not romantically. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Kill me. I don't want to play anymore. Sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I do worry about that. Ahahaha. Ahahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Okay, so she's the popular girl with, like, deeper emotions. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching it forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Are you being abused at home? Are you being abused at home? So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Go ahead, girl. Give us nothing. I'm mad at my character. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Girl, are you safe? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So true. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Anna. I'm gonna quit. This was not my intention. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Anna poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. He is a dick. Well, of course. Not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Dude said I have to be nonchalant. I hate nonchalant people. See? It's like I said before, Anna. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? When did you say that? Trying new things like this for other people That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Why does it kind of feel like a threat? Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret. But I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Alright, it could be better. It could be better. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nicer. How should I put it? It sounds just like you. That's... Okay, he's being mean. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. He's a dick. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Uh-huh. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Oh yeah, that's gonna go well. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Anna did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Oh, first of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. The girls are fighting! Which I haven't yet. And Anna liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? Why is the music gone? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Anna appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Anna started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, shit. I love tea. Hold on. This is what I live for. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Anna, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Anna. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Anna? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, which, yeah, girls, please stop valuing this man. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Why couldn't the other girls have fought? Why couldn't the other girls have fought? Why does it have to be the two that I like the most? Nah, I like my girl with a little bit of fire in her. What? Yuri, you're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. I actually fully agree with that. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Anna. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Yeah, I like her the most. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Huh. Anyway, the thing about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems. I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Anna. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So, my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book, teach yourself how to read, and do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monika. About what? That's not the most important thing about Literature Club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the Literature Club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Anna, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Unfortunately, not really. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Anna, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Well, I'm not enjoying it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Oh, we're not gonna address the, when my hands were on your chest? That kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Anna, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. So you wouldn't mind if I got along really well with one of them? You wouldn't mind? That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. He's been doing that. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna write this, and then we're done. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying so hard. I want my girl Natsuki. I'm just being honest. Sorry, I'm not reading anything out loud because I'm just that fucking... I'm in the zone. Okay, I think... Bliss. Shiny. I would probably pick Kawaii, but... Kitty. I don't know what to pick. I'm not gonna pick Skirt. Treasure. Dazzle. Fireworks. Massacre. Holy shit. Lollipop. Flower. I really don't know if that was the right choice. So, guess you're just gonna have to find out what they think of my poem in the next episode, because we are finishing up the first episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I can't wait to see what happens, because I have a feeling we are close to some tension. There's something. I can't help it that everyone wants me. I can't help it that I'm this desirable. What can I say? So yeah. I will see you in the next episode. Bye!